Hello.
One-sided.
I know. I can only hear myself from my right side.
Yeah, but that's okay, because it's going over the air onto... It's just our problem.
Oh. Well.
We have problems.
Big problems, that's for sure.
But...
Oh, you're ringing your jingle bells.
Yeah.
Yes, chocolate.
Jingle chocolate.
Chocolate fixes everything. Except for our speakers.
Okay, I'm just... Oh, you're on 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Am I not...
No, I'm just making beautiful adjustments.
Oh.
Just to make the holiday spirit ring true.
That's true.
On all levels.
Man, I don't even know what to talk to you about today because we hung out all week, so now we've just talked ourselves out.
No, not at all. Believe me. Not at all.
I know. I have an okay list here, too.
Yeah,
today.
I have a humongous list. And in fact, you know what I got for you? I got you a little, I'm not going to call it a present because it's not. But here it is.
What is it?
Merry Christmas from me to you.
Oh my gosh. She printed out the Wayside Diner's special breakfast menu.
Well, Brian sent it to me.
He sent it to you?
Yes, he took a picture of it.
Oh.
And he sent it to, so that we could talk about what you had for breakfast yesterday. Go ahead.
I had the New England Patriots field goal.
Yes.
I can't believe Brian's the one with had the heart attack. Like, okay, out of all of us that are eating breakfast, he's probably I would say you're probably the healthiest because you're a vegetarian.
Yes,
but second to you, all of us at breakfast, Brian has got to be the second most healthy person there.
Yeah, that's just the way it works.
I know. Heart attacks are not
choosy. They just go where they go. And that's it.
Well, didn't you have the cackleberry special? No.
No, tell me, what is a cackleberry?
Cackleberry is an egg.
What do you mean a cackleberry is an egg? What? Who knows that?
Everybody knows that.
No, they do not.
Yeah, that's just
I don't know that.
Slang. I think it's a little more southern slang. Cackleberry is like slang for an egg. Although a little girl that dances with me raises chickens, and she has a little sign outside of her chicken hut that says "Farm Fresh Butt Nuggets for sale," and it's really cute.
Wow.
So,
God.
Well, John had the spam and eggs, and he got a free spam tattoo with his breakfast.
I thought that was amazing. I thought this is an alternative universe where you can go out to breakfast and they give you tattoos because you get spam.
I think you were supposed to be under 12, but he for the Sir Spamalot breakfast, but he asked for it, and the lady.
Oh my
was
gosh,
nice.
it's called Sir Spamalot.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. And you know what it says? It says more flavorful than a hot dog.
I just was reading that.
Yeah. See, you didn't read your menu.
We
as
should get the
carefully as you should
Wayside to
have.
sponsor our show, Kristina.
Why would they?
Because look at all this amazing. Actually, I guess we're not really promoting them. We're making fun of them, so that's sort of wrong.
I'm not. I'm
Oh.
just, I like to poke a little bit of fun at spam. Who doesn't? Spam,
I know.
spam.
I just didn't even know it still existed.
But I think
to tell you the truth.
it's very cool that you can upgrade to a grilled bagel. See, if you look down to the farmer's sandwich, you get it comes on a grilled homemade bun, but then you can upgrade to a grilled bagel for $1.25.
I find bagels are too tough chewing to use as sandwich material.
Not if you have eggs, you can soak it in the egg
I
stuff.
don't know. I mean, our Vermont bagels are heavy duty things. They're kind of like
literally sometimes
hockey puck.
Yeah.
Really dense bread. A nice New York style, a real New York bagel. I think you could get away with this because it's got less heft to it.
Right. But guess what?
What?
According to this menu, baked oatmeal is back.
I know,
for
and it's their
$4.50.
99th anniversary of Wayside, so you can get a champagne mimosa.
And you can
What?
get the Maple Mountain meal. That's kind of hard to say. Maple Mountain meal.
It is a little
Say it. Maple Mountain.
Maple
meal.
Mountain meal.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Home of the kitchen omelet. What does that mean? That's 3 eggs Western with cheddar served on toast for $6.95. Okay.
Well, my breakfast was delicious, so.
Yeah, mine was too. I got the 2 pancakes with blueberries and coffee. I do have to say I don't love their coffee, but you have to get refills because you're at a diner.
Yeah.
You know, when she comes around, it's part of the parlance.
Right.
Right. I never
know.
said that word before.
I don't know if you said it right. Because I don't really know what you meant by it. So.
Parlez-vous français? Yeah, well, anyway.
La neige est beau aujourd'hui.
What is that?
The snow is beautiful today. It's the only sentence that my mother retained from 4 years of French, so she says it whenever it snows.
Oh.
I also took 4 years of French. No, nothing. No, that's not true. I can understand people when they speak to me a little bit, but I don't remember how to like conjugate verbs, so I can't really reply. So that makes it it doesn't really work out. I can read it a little. That is easier. Reading is the easiest of all because when they're speaking fast and they blur all the words together, that's hard for me. I can get the gist of it, but
I like the way that you say oui. Oui. You know, like oui, oui, oui.
yeah.
I don't know French. I just like to say that privately. I won't say it on the radio anymore because that didn't really work very well. But, my cats are in a really bad mood. I just don't get it.
That's because I'm not there anymore to pat them.
Maybe. It's the holiday. I just can't get them in the holiday spirit. They're just kind of glumping around.
Well, one is blind and doesn't want to leave the couch. I don't really blame her for not being in the holiday spirit. She can't even see the Christmas tree.
Yeah. I think Daisy might be sick. She's been sneezing. So when she's, you know how some guys, when they get sick, they're really grumpy?
No, maybe it's because John fed her that jalapeno thing.
Oh, that's right.
Remember? He fed her that nutritional yeast jalapeno stick
Cheese
thing.
nip.
Thing.
It was a cheese.
It was a Barber's cheese puff.
Yes, that's what you
Puff?
call them. Cheese puffs. They crunch.
Yeah, but it was coated with jalapeno powder.
That's right. Maybe she's been poisoned by John.
Yeah, I said don't give her that, and you were like, "Oh, she's fine."
I was feeling a little naughty, so I wanted her to just see what jalapeno was like. But that was
She ate it all. She
didn't react to it. She just looked up at us like, "That's cool."
It was a slow eating situation though. She didn't just like pop it in and crunch it down. She really thought about it as she was.
Well, cats always go
licking,
through that
sniffing.
sniffing thing where they sniff, sniff, sniff.
Well, maybe she's just burned her nasal passages with jalapeno.
Yeah. You know what my other cat does when I give her butter? She licks it like one time and then she starts to lick herself. And she does that for a while.
Oh, she's using it as moisturizer.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's very strange.
In the colonial times, they used to rub butter on their faces as moisturizer.
Yes, they did. As well,
So your
you
cat
should.
in her last life was like Betsy Ross or something.
Should I change her name to Betsy?
I'm not totally sure she was Betsy Ross. I'm just saying some colonial person, and that's just the first.
Let's do a past life
lady.
regression on my cat.
Maybe we should stop talking about cats because that puts us right into a place.
Let's just talk about astrology then.
Oh, God.
I had a really
That's like second worst next to
I know. Well, let's get it
cats.
out of the way because I'm going to have to get to this. We can do
All
it
right.
now. Okay, so this is it. This is I'm going to teach you something about the sun and the moon. Okay, and
All right.
I learned this on YouTube because my astrologer, who I watch, she did this demonstration to understand the relationship between the sun, the moon, and the human. So she took the piece of paper, she drew the sun, and then over here she drew the moon. Then she folded the paper into half so that the moon and the sun were back to back. And then she took a pencil and she stabbed it right through the middle of both of those.
She sounds very scientific.
Well, this is how the portal goes that the human soul travels
Oh,
upon.
for God's sake, Kristina.
That's how we leave the dimension. Come on.
What?
I thought you would want to know about
What?
We have.
When is the moon and the sun folded into each other and have its pencil stabbed through them?
Don't look at me that way.
Okay, if that's the only way that I can go through a portal to another dimension, like I'm a little worried.
you are a problem.
Who folds the paper?
It's your problem.
Who stabs the pencil? Is this a God versus the devil thing?
Okay, you've just taken it too far. It was a simple instruction on how.
Did she make this up? Okay, what?
Why don't we introduce the show?
Oh, shoot.
We can do it now. It's not too late.
I know, it always just feels late. It feels like we should have done it the second we open.
I'm fine with it this way.
All right,
You
you go then.
Okay, you are listening to 11th Hour Radio. Yeah, you want to finish?
What? When
Let's
I
both
do it,
we
I don't
can
make
both
you
do it.
finish.
We
What?
can- I know, but today is a special day. It's a holiday edition, and so we can share because sharing and giving is what the holidays are about.
Sharing is caring.
Okay.
That's Kristina Stykos. I'm Emily Howe. We come to you every Friday from WFVR LP, South Royalton, Royalton Community Radio, 96.5. We were just talking about this week. We would really like it if a bunch of you people would subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, because if we get more subscribers, like, we can do some cool stuff. But we need more first.
That's right, man. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do, like, we might do videos, we might do cartoons. We don't know. Cartoon strip of 11th Hour Radio.
We have a bunch of plans in the works.
Yeah, but we're so broke. We can't.
Before anyone will take us seriously, we have to get more subscribers.
I know, like, I can't even buy Christmas presents. And so I think we ought to talk about that. I think we ought to talk, because I'm not the only one that doesn't have any money.
Yeah, it's a poor time of year.
It is, and so people get depressed. So what do? Do you, like, use your credit card, or do you just call it off? Christmas off?
No, we've been credit carding the heck out of Christmas.
Or you could just pretend like Christmas isn't happening.
Right.
If you're like straight, you know how you can manifest your own reality? That's what they say.
Right.
So you could manifest your Christmas reality away.
I find it really backwards that, like, nothing costs really that much in the summer. Nothing. Like, I mean, we don't have to pay for heat. For some reason, the car doesn't break as much in the summer because it's just happy. It's not like fording through ice hunks and ruts. I don't know. Things, I find summer to be sort of sail through
That's
a little bit. And that's the time when most of our income is generated in the summer. We're farmers. We have a wedding venue. I run a museum. All these seasonal things. We're like totally fine in the summer. And then winter comes. We have heating. We have everything in the house breaks. Things are frozen. The cars are broken. Animals need extra hay that we weren't able to make. Like, all these costs come.
I know.
And it's like, I'm kind of, I have work, but it's different.
Yeah.
I don't have as much work, and there's not a lot of money coming in.
It's so much the same for me, because my gardening season stops at about Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And then people don't, they don't start records in December. They just don't, because they have Christmas, they have family, they have trips they're taking and stuff. And so December is just this big black hole of, like, give me your money.
Nobody, and I can't teach dance. throughout December either because nobody shows up because everybody's holidaying and vacationing and stuff.
then all the like annual subscriptions to stuff come due in
Yes,
December.
they
right?
do.
And then
Yep.
taxes, you're supposed to start your taxes.
Oh.
And who wants to do that? Like, why do you want? You don't. You're not.
Do people do
You're
that?
not. You're not. I do. I actually do. But I'm
Wow.
not. I'm not saying I'm in the mood to do my taxes in December at the end of December after Christmas. But that's about all there is to do because, like, I have no life.
This is supposed to be our happy holiday
Oh, right.
edition, Kristina.
I am. I have so many
Why don't
happy
you
things
play
to
that
talk
little
about.
harmonica that you're wearing around your neck?
Okay, I'll
and
do it.
She has
What?
this necklace of a tiny miniature harmonica. It's the coolest thing. You could choke on that. Like, it's little enough.
No,
you could
it's a
huff
necklace.
that right down
It
your
has
windpipe.
turquoise. It's a necklace.
I guess you could pull it back out again by the chain.
Yeah, you can. It's a
Okay.
safety harmonica, and it's miniature, and I love it.
really cool.
And Bill and Tanya gave it to me, and it's my favorite Christmas gift, and I probably get like 3 Christmas gifts.
I wonder if they make even smaller ones.
I don't know. This is pretty small. You maybe just get 1 note if it was smaller.
Right.
Because here,
You got
That-
the whole thing in your mouth. You're playing all the notes at once, really. Or are you kind of angling your air toward one side or the other?
I don't want anybody's ears to pop.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to be polite on the radio. I know about feedback and stuff like that. Just how
True.
piercing sounds like at certain frequencies can
Yeah,
really be
like
annoying.
my voice.
As if we were not annoying enough ourselves. We're going to make annoying noises for you and split your eardrums.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Oh, well, life is a school. No, life is not a school. It's a game.
Did you go to the co-op yesterday?
Yeah.
We did too, and we didn't see you there. It was hell in there.
Don't swear.
I'm sorry, but
know,
it was.
I figured out something. We'll go back to the co-op, but
Okay.
swearing is such, we have this urge to swear.
I
And
can't
it's-
think of another word that fits for what the co-op was yesterday.
Yeah, and swearing is like bleeding radiators. That's what I decided that. I got that image in my head as I was driving down here. And the different swear words go to the different radiators. Like you have a radiator in the kitchen, and that's a certain swear word. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get your satisfaction in bleeding the radiators,
Yeah.
or any pipes
It
are
lets
fun
out-
to bleed. It's
yeah.
even fun to bleed the brakes on your car. Although it's not fun in this temperature, but
Yeah. Anyway, that's just a quick tangent. I'd like to go back to shopping at the co-op because I
Okay.
had a really great time, except
What?
for when I got to the counter and I had to pay for it all. But before that, it was really, really fun. I actually bought a little bit of candy for my kids.
I had less fun than you did.
Oh, you did?
It was just not fun.
I just
didn't
love
like
the
it.
I love the co-op.
Oh, I hate the co-op.
Oh no! It deeply in my soul. In my soul, I am like my roots are in the co-op.
No.
Yes,
And we're not talking about this co-op, by the way, people. We're talking about the one
Hunger
up in
Mountain.
Montpelier. Yeah.
It's the big co-op, but I used to take my kids there to work and everything when it was in this little storefront, and I just love that co-op because we grew up in that co-op.
All right, fine.
We
You
learned
have
to appreciate
good memories.
food in that co-op.
I just can't stand all the white people with dreadlocks shoving me so they can get to the kombucha. And I can't stand that all the aisles go in different directions. So my OCD, I come to the end of one aisle and I can't figure out which aisle to go to next.
That's what
it's really irritating.
That's what I love about that co-op.
know, but
it's
you don't
not
have-
like a big rectangle with these long aisles. It's got like all these interesting sections. And it's so much fun to
I
go
also
into
have
each
social
section.
anxiety, so every time I go in there, I see about 20 people that I know.
I didn't see anybody that I knew.
and it's not really organized in rows,
But
so
you
you
can
never know where
hide.
they're going to pop out
Yeah,
from.
but you can sort of hide. Like you can see them,
hide.
and then you can slip behind like the bread rack, or go into the bulk section.
This is scary to me, Kristina. It was so hectic. It was so hectic.
All right, well, you're not there now. Take a deep breath. Oh, it feels good to just breathe.
Okay.
Breathing is really good.
It
I mean,
is.
we should all know that. It's obvious, but somehow it's not so obvious.
When my sister and I used to take yoga, the yoga instructor said you have to breathe in through your nose as long as you can.
I hate that stuff.
I know
don't
this
want
actually
anybody-
kind of does work to make you
No.
calm. You have to breathe in for keep breathing in until you feel like you're going to explode.
Can I just tell
It's
you
not that
something?
fun.
I hate it. One of my pet peeves in life is people telling me how to breathe.
Did you ever take like a Lamaze class or anything?
No.
A birthing class?
No.
You know what? All that stuff they told me about breathing during birthing, I didn't use any of it. I couldn't even think.
Yeah.
I don't know if I breathed.
Yeah. I probably
I just wanted it to be
I probably
over.
didn't. Probably
It's
just
horrible.
held it in until something
Yeah.
came out.
And all those and all those other things they tell you to do, like the weird things, like to do these weird grunts and stuff. I felt really angry when the midwife was telling me to grunt.
Well,
I was
she
like,
said, they don't say grunt, they say vocalize. Go ahead and vocalize.
no,
They invite
mine said to
you.
grunt. And I, first of all,
Well,
hate that word.
Different
Hate it.
midwives say different things. Okay.
It wasn't my midwife. My midwife happened to be on vacation because I went into labor 2 weeks early, so I had a
That
different
was your
midwife.
mistake.
And I hadn't told this new midwife that she wasn't to utter the word grunt to me the whole time.
Well, I did. I vocalized. I vocalized once. I mean, I tried it. She asked me to try it, and I did. And it actually it was really, really cool, and it worked. But I was so self-conscious about doing it that I stopped doing it. Now, isn't that ridiculous? That's ridiculous. That
you poop yourself
that
when you're giving birth. What is there to be self-conscious about
Well,
anymore?
I know, but just like vocalizing.
I wonder how many people would get pregnant if they knew that you poop yourself in front of everybody.
Okay, moving right
Just saying,
along.
ladies.
I know. There's a few people listening that can relate to it, and a lot of people that can't.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So let's
just a
just
little,
keep our
it's a little
audience in
awkward.
mind, yeah.
If you think that the miracle of birth is really beautiful and you can't wait to experience it, well, just prepare yourself for that one.
How about a spelling word?
Oh, God. All
Okay,
right,
ready?
hold on. Got my little red pen.
You'll never get this in a million years.
Okay.
Reconnaissance.
Oh, Kristina, I can't even go past the R.
Just try, and then we'll have a song.
Recon.
So if you can't get it, like I'm going to count down, and if you don't get it, I'm going to start playing a song. 10.
No, I can't. I
9.
can get like recon.
Okay. RECON. Are there
Yep.
2 N's?
I only have one.
There's 2. Now think Renaissance. Can you spell that? It's kind of similar, I think. Renaissance. Maybe it's not.
No, there's something
Okay,
weird in there, like
I'm
a
gonna
Q
spell it
or
because
something.
I'm in
Is
the
there like a
holiday.
QU in these things?
No, I'm
Okay.
in the holiday spirit.
All right.
And so you
Let's see. I'm going to write it as you spell it.
okay?
Go.
Just relax and enjoy the word
Okay.
reconnaissance. RECONNAISSANCE.
That's really long. Reconnaissance.
It's such a cool word.
Is it really only 4 syllables?
Everybody try to use that today with your
1,
family
2,
and
3,
your
4,
friends.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Yes,
14 letters.
It's a word that brings Christmas cheer. I've tried it with my cats, and it worked.
Wow.
Well, it didn't
Wow.
really work, did it? Because my cats are still grumpy.
Yeah, you said they weren't in the Christmas spirit,
I know.
so
Well, it just shows you how you can
guess
lie.
your spelling word didn't
You
work.
can
for them.
tell lies on the radio. Yeah. And I'll tell you something about lying, and then we're going to play a song. But I have this great quote about lying that I heard yesterday, which was, "A lie has wings. The truth will limp behind."
That is so
So,
true.
I know, it's very true. Okay, so the first song here it's a "O Carolyn" set by Robert Resnick, and I think I play on it too. You know. So, okay,
Hit it.
here we go. Okay, for people who were listening and trying to figure out what I was playing, I totally lied. I didn't play anything on that. That was all Robert. Robert played the guitar and Robert played the whistle. So
Here comes a
and
train.
speaking of whistles, it's the Polar Express.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I can tell. Hold your breath.
That's for graveyards.
Breathe in as much as you can until you're going to burst. Don't.
You're supposed to envision that your breath is water bubbling and cleansing all your internal organs.
I kind of like that, but I'm terrible at visualizations. I don't know why. I just hate them and I can't do them.
I can do that one. But
I can almost,
Most I can't.
I could do it if I heard the sound of water. Then immediately I'm very, oriented to what I hear.
you're a sound person.
Yeah, then I could totally go to the water place, but I can't like force an image of water into my brain and then feel it. That just doesn't work for me. So other people out there who are having trouble with guided visualizations, you are not alone. You have a support group.
You can practice when you pee. That's where I get my water. My water
No.
visualization.
No.
Yeah, that's
No.
how I can pee
But
if
you
I
should-
can't pee.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
You said you have to plug your ears in a public bathroom before
Do
you
you
can
have to
pee.
bring
Sorry,
that up again?
you said it on air before, so I figured it's
Yeah,
not
but I
taboo.
didn't have to say it twice. People can go back and re-listen if they want to try to find that gem.
Oh, I have to wrap things when I get home. I'm tired of wrapping. I keep getting paper cuts, for God's sake.
Okay, look, since you're having such a bad experience with Christmas,
I'm not. I love Christmas. Nobody Christmases as hard as me. I love it, love it, love it. I wish other people would wrap too. John, for all of his amazing qualities, refuses to wrap things. And he was like, just leave it, I'll wrap it. So, I mean, technically he doesn't refuse to wrap, but he refuses to wrap things nicely. He will go get a garbage bag and put it in it.
No.
That's his, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Garbage bag?
His idea of wrapping is to stick something in an old bag.
Well, I guess that's okay. I mean,
It
Actually-
offends my sensibilities.
Anna she thought that was good for recycling, that we shouldn't waste all that
Well,
wrapping paper.
it is. If you dismantle the bag, like I would cut open a
And make it
paper
look
bag
nice.
and put some like rubber stamps
Yeah.
on it and then tie it. Brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a
Right.
few of my favorite things. But
Sure.
John doesn't do that. He just sticks it in the bag
Okay.
and then,
clinches it
clinches
shut
the top and thinks
in hopes that it
says
doesn't
good to
reopen
go.
itself. Yeah, I save all my wrapping paper.
Me too.
I organized it this fall.
Whoa.
See, that's what you do is you get ahead of the curve
Mm-hmm.
and you do all this stuff in advance, and that's one way to deal with it. Like,
Well, I can't wrap in advance because then I forget what's in things. And then and my kids are to the age where they know if they're not getting
Yeah.
like equal stuff, so I have to kind of
sure,
equalize
I use
everything.
yes, I totally know what you're talking about.
Our trouble spot is Ira desperately wants a bunny, and we're just I'm not getting him a bunny right now. But I'm torn between, do I draw him a little bunny and say when it's like April you can pick out a bunny, or do I just ignore the whole thing? I mean, it's the thing he keeps asking for over and over and over
Oh
again.
my gosh! Well, all I can
just-
tell you is that I have a bunny kind of confession to make.
What?
I do. I had this realization the other day because I was out skiing, and there were little tracks. You know how some of the animals, like, they go from the hollow tree down to the stream, and they do it all the time. So there's like a super highway for them in the
Yeah.
snow, and I followed it to the tree. And there was all these little poops, that animals make, like rabbits, that were kind of matted down in front of the hole in the tree. And I thought, oh, they don't mind kind of creating a warm floor for themselves using natural organic materials. So now flashback to I had a neighbor who had a rabbit, and she used to never clean the cage.
Oh, dear.
And what would happen is the whole bottom of the cage would become basically, 5 inches of that stuff. And I used to feel like tragically empathetic towards those rabbits, that they should be having something nicer than that. But maybe they like it.
No, I would say that's unusual, Kristina, because rabbits are one of the animals that kind of naturally house train themselves and like to go in one spot. When I had a rabbit growing up, it would only poop in one corner.
Oh,
and then you just clean that little pile away.
Okay.
And if you give them like a tiny litter box, they're supposed to be very easily house trainable.
So those are kind of evolved rabbits.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a different type of rabbit. I can imagine one being trapped in a cage would just poop everywhere.
These are rabbits who go through the portal of the sun and the moon to the fifth dimension.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Okay. Well,
What to tell
I just
you there?
thought I have some other ideas for you because I thought since you like to be crafty over Christmas, I looked up in my Christmas book some ideas for you. So you want to hear them?
Yes.
Okay, you could do painting with pears. Painting with pears.
What?
Well, you should know what that is.
No? Are you making stamps with them?
Yeah.
Oh, like a potato stamp.
Yeah, so you could do that.
Oh, I use potatoes.
Okay. Frosty the envelope. I know people expect me to say Frosty the Snowman, but there's Frosty the envelope.
I don't.
Is you make an
Not
envelope and
familiar
you
with-
draw Frosty on it. It's a craft.
Oh.
It's a craft project.
Okay.
Okay. The next one's called Hanukkah hands.
You make a menorah out of hands. Yes. We've done that one.
Okay. How about a pine pin? Pine pin? You make a pin out of a pine tree with a little pin on the back, and you stick it on
A whole pine tree?
No, just that shape, that iconic shape of a pine tree, and then you put glitter and make it look, glittery, and then you.
These are amateur ideas. Just you need to amp this up.
Okay,
What?
wait, I got one more. You're gonna love this.
Okay.
A pooch's placemat.
My imagination on this one is
Okay, here's my favorite, my personal favorite. A book about me.
oh, isn't that like Facebook every day?
No, this is a special tactile edition
Oh,
where you post.
I really don't
you
think anyone would want to read that.
Paste little pictures of yourself, and you write about yourself, how great you are.
Okay.
Okay, well, all right, maybe not.
That's
Whatever.
okay.
Okay, I tried.
I like
Let's talk about Christmas depression.
Kristina, we were listening to Christmas music while making cookies at our house the other day, and this was a stretch. She did not want to put on the Christmas music, but she put it on for me so that I could sing along to all the songs. But it was on some sort of internet radio thing, so it kept repeating the really aggravating, all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. And Kristina freaked out and said, I think this is a child molester. Let's not listen to it any longer. And then
Well,
the Cosmos, knowing that we didn't want to listen to that song anymore, kept playing it.
There's 2 problems with it. One is just the problem of Christmas music itself. That is a problem.
I love
And
Christmas music.
The second problem is playing music off a laptop, which just offends my sensibilities.
Well, what did you want? Like a Maracha band to come and play it?
Look, I learned how to do it from my kids. I can open my laptop and play music off it. But it is so, I just try to disassociate myself with it as much as possible. That is not music. That is some kind of fabricated tinsel.
It's just a vehicle.
I don't know what to
it's
call
a vehicle
it. It's
bringing you Burl Ives.
Exactly. It's a
You
vehicle.
can't have
it's
Burl
like
Ives.
a Subaru instead of like a beautiful sleigh with the Snow Queen.
Well, this is Vermont, and Subarus and laptops are the tools that we need
No,
here.
I'm going through the portal to where the Snow Queen lives, and that's where I will reside.
Okay.
Okay.
I wasn't sure.
And you can come visit me.
Burl Ives is probably already there as he has passed, right? That's what we discovered. I wasn't sure.
Yes, yes. He's no longer with us. He has gone through the portal.
Hey, when I drove by Blakeman's down here,
Mm-hmm.
up in Tunbridge, the Blakeman's trucking, or they're the towing place.
The
I guess.
towing place, yeah.
Some guy was out in a tractor plowing their yard, and he was all Santa'd out. He had a Santa hat on.
Oh my gosh, just for you.
I know.
Because nobody else was on the roads. I mean,
There was nobody on the roads.
I came down like at 40 miles an hour.
Except for
and-
Santa on his John Deere.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the drone footage of the inflatable Santa display?
No.
Oh my gosh, you should look that up on the
I
internet.
will.
It's over.
That sounds great.
It's in Bridport or Addison or something where they have these big flat lawns like suburbia. Did
Yeah.
you know that suburbs are suburban? Did you know that?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't
I
it?
didn't know that.
I think that's the coolest thing. So we have suburbs in Vermont,
Yeah, there's a few.
and we have inflatable Santas in certain parts of Vermont. Like
My
lots
old
of
neighbors have an inflatable M&M in a Santa hat, but she's got like hooker boots on. It's a female M&M, and I'm like, what is that all about? It's the green M&M.
Yeah.
She's got eyelashes.
Okay.
And she's about as big around as bigger than like a snow tube. Big.
Sure.
And she's inflatable on their lawn. She has a little Santa hat on. But then she has these like thigh-high hooker boots. And I can't figure out why
Because that's
the M&M should be sexual.
No, that's the way the M&M's dressed.
No, not the boy M&Ms. They have little like clodhopper like
Well, the transgender
orthopedic shoes
the
on.
transgender-
And then the green M&M is so slutted up, I can't even imagine why she needs those boots.
You don't know that it's a she. You're
I do know that it's a
you
she.
Don't. It could be.
She has like lipsticky lips, and you're right. I am projecting.
This is a new age.
She could
Emily.
be a cross-dressing M&M, but
Or
I'm pretty sure the M&M
transgender or
classically,
transsexual.
the green one is female. Right. Okay. Moving on.
Okay.
It's about to be ski runners next week, so soon I'll come in here all decked out in my snow clothes right before I have to leave to the mountain every Friday.
I'm so excited for you.
I'm not. I think this is going to have to be my last year of running this program because it's becoming more and more
You say that
convoluted.
You say that all the time.
I know, but
You
it's really
always
bad
say
this
that.
year.
You just say it and you say it and you say it, and
It's gotten very popular. So now there's so many kids and we don't even fit on the bus and all the equipment doesn't fit on the bus. So we're having other people transport it and trying to rearrange all these moving parts is like
this
a nightmare.
This is a time of year that some people are happy that they don't have children.
I guess.
It's a way. It's one way to do.
felt
There's so
bad.
many different
I
ways
feel
that you
like-
can do things. Really,
You
know what
can
I'm
do
saying?
anything you want
Oh,
if you don't have children.
here's a little known fact discovered by some of us who have been burned by narcissists. Because I know you were wondering. You just had that look on your face, like, tell me,
Yeah.
tell me now. Okay, a considerate and a considerate person will stop doing something that annoys or hurts you as soon as you tell them, but a narcissist will keep on doing it, and a malignant narcissist will step it up a notch.
Ooh. But what if you're just a forgetful person like me? Because you always tell me to quit interrupting you and I never can stop. And I hopefully don't. I hope that doesn't mean that I'm a horrible person.
No, you have a very sensitive and empathetic response when I bring it up.
But I can't seem to stop.
Yeah, but that's
though.
all. It's been fine. I don't think you've interrupted me once today.
No, I have.
You actually are a self-correcting human being.
I do try, but I forget sometimes. I really do forget.
No, it's all about self-correction. And I practice it. I have to practice it too because I interrupt you. But here's a riddle. This is a psychological thriller kind of a riddle. All right.
Yes, but you take to always holding your hand out like this to me whenever you talk because it means like, shut up, shut up, shut up. Like,
Well, it like creates a kind of energetic
It does.
barrier.
It
It's
does.
like, okay,
Okay.
just back off, back off. And this is a psychological riddle about boundaries. Here it goes. Why did the narcissist cross the road? Answer.
I don't know.
Because he thought it was a boundary.
That's a good one.
Okay, I'll pull my hand back now. And
No,
I'll
no,
let
you might want to keep it
I'm
there.
going to open my heart and I'm going to open the portal to the fifth dimension and you just come right in.
Oh my God.
I invite you.
I put on eye makeup today because I have to get a haircut after this show.
That makes
and
sense.
No, it does, and you will agree with
important
me
to
in a
Sherry.
minute. Because no, I don't think Sherry. Missy's cutting my hair, not Sherry.
Yeah.
Today, but. Do you know how ugly people look in those mirrors when
We
you get your
talked
hair
about
cut?
this.
Yeah, and they slick your hair all down with water and you look like some sort of creepy witch. And I usually avert my eyes from the mirror when they're cutting my hair because I don't know what it is about those mirrors that make you that ugly.
They should just ask you, do you want to face the mirror or do you not want to face the mirror? Because I would always choose to not face it, but they don't give you that option.
Well, I think they can't. I think all their equipment is right there and they have to have your head at a certain way so that they can walk around you.
Your head is your head.
Well, I don't know why, but I never look uglier than I do in a salon
Well,
mirror.
good luck with the makeup.
So I
it better.
gopped on some eye makeup
Good
just
luck.
to sort of
Tell me
combat
how
that.
it went
Yes,
later
I know it's not
today.
going to work already, but
You can use that opportunity to love yourself. So when you look in that mirror and you think, oh my God, I can't believe how ugly I am, you counteract that with saying, I love you, Emily. I love you, Emily. I love you, Emily.
No, it doesn't work. I also put on the eye makeup whenever I have a lot of zits because it can I feel like it counteracts.
What could you say to yourself that would make you feel like empathetic towards your sorry state of your soul?
I don't know.
Well, think of it now.
If I knew that.
You need to prep for this haircutting experience. Because we don't want you to take a deep dive into depression.
I tried to ask her over the phone yesterday if she would do some other funky stuff to my hair in attempts to up my attraction level.
Yes.
But everything I suggested, she said, no, that would look wrong.
That would look stupid.
Yeah.
I
wanted her just to perm the very end of my hair because I've never had my hair permed or had
She was just trying to protect you from...
And
Why
I
did
said,
somebody
"Can you do
just
that?"
say hello to us when we're on the air?
I don't know.
It must be Santa.
I thought I heard that.
It's Santa. Well,
no,
okay.
No one said hello to us, Kristina. Someone answered their cell phone in the other room. That's what it was.
Okay, we have to play a song now.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Bells in the Air by Nikki Matheson.
All right.
Here we go.
Morning's dark and full of sounds. The winter cold creeps to my window. There's a light across the way, but still I turn to face the pillow and sail into a white dream that's empty and makes no sense, till I see a simple form bending by the water's brilliance. What's that voice I hear ringing like bells in the air? What's that form I see? Is that you come near? In the dim light of sleep, I move towards the silhouette and look for the cherished signs and the sweet sphere of your breath. What's that face I see, half raised now and now half hidden? Is it the one I seek when evening comes near? In a moment I'll hold you close, even though you're far away. Then you turn to face me just as I move from sleep into day. So I will have dreams, shadows, and she will have your tender heart. I lie in the cool of dawn, walk in memories dark. What's that voice I hear ringing like bells in the air? What's that face I see? Is that you come near?
Okay, that was Nikki Matheson.
She's cool.
She's very cool. You said she sounded like Tori Amos.
Yeah, she did kind of. Oh,
Have you heard of, what were you going to say? I interrupted you.
no, I was going to complain about something, but you go first.
Oh, save that for next, because
Okay.
we have to go, like, from, you know, bad,
Up to down.
or bad to worse. I don't know which it is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But have you heard of this program called Homeward Bound?
No, that was a book or a movie.
Well, you've heard of Outward Bound, but
Yes.
Homeward Bound. Well, it's where they take homeless people and they give them a bus ticket to leave the city they live in.
But how? But
This
where
is
do they go?
This is a program. Well, all they have to do is give a contact name of somebody, a friend or family that they are going to, where they're going to land, and basically the city will pay you to get out of town. So
that does not sound like a nice program.
it's kind of, maybe it had a good intention, but it's
Is
it's a way of ridding your city of the homeless, and often it doesn't end well for the person who's leaving.
No,
So
if they had a person who would welcome them with open arms already, why wouldn't that person have helped them in the...
exactly.
past?
I think there was this
No,
great
that's
quote. There's a great quote from a homeless advocate who referred to this program as, quote, shifting around the deck chairs on the Titanic.
Yeah, that's a
So,
good quote.
So New York City, for example, spends $500,000 annually to relocate homeless people. And most of them, the largest group, goes back to Puerto Rico. And the next two places are
Well,
Atlanta.
I guess at least it's warm.
Yeah. Atlanta and Orlando are the next two places that are most frequently gone to by people. Just put them on a plane.
I just
put 'em
like
on-
kind of lose it thinking about homeless people in the winter in New England.
I know.
We saw
It's not
somebody,
good.
and I know there is a big contingent of sort of faux homeless people in the area who have been. It's a group of people who all live together, and they take turns going out and pretending they're homeless and getting money, and that has sort of been uncovered by.
Oh.
But
That's a twist.
there's other, because some of them I recognize as people who I went to school with, and I know that they are not actually homeless.
Oh,
I recognized
interesting.
someone a while ago, and I said, I know where that person lives. They're not homeless.
Oh.
It's a scam. But
Oh.
I hate that they're doing this because, like, they're undermining all the people who really need help. And and anyway, you can't do that in a small town. Everyone knows you.
Right.
It's stupid to pretend you're homeless when everyone knows that you're not homeless. But I saw a really and true homeless person the other day standing in West Lebanon, and I just freaked out because I'm so cold. I'm so cold all the time. I'm cold in a home, in a warm home with good clothes and good food, and I'm cold.
Right.
I can't even imagine going to sleep outdoors in this type of situation. It just breaks me in two because
I know. But have you seen there's a young woman who started a business, a nonprofit, I think, where they make coats that turn into sleeping bags.
Yes, I saw those.
I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah.
And they passed those out, at least as a temporary measure, to just keep people a
Right.
little bit warmer who do live outside.
And
who
there's
can't-
somebody who's leaving piles of blankets and sleeping bags that they got at thrift stores or something in like a gazebo in all the local parks and things, and that's nice, but still,
But man, having to sleep
my God.
outdoors. Yeah.
I just can't. I can't even imagine.
No. So what were you going to complain about?
Oh, I was going to complain
Still
about.
wanna complain about that.
I've been trying to sell my old used Subaru for a really long time. Sorry, I know I complain about this every single week.
Yeah.
So 4 different people made appointments to come and see it and didn't show. Every single one of them. No emails, no explanations, no cancellation.
Okay, people, if you hear us.
Is this like an epidemic of rudeness?
Yeah.
This happened to me like 7 years ago. I tried to sell my old Honda on Craigslist.
Yeah.
And I stayed home from work several times for people who said they were coming. And then when I couldn't, my father, because I lived in an apartment at my parents' house at that point, stayed home to meet somebody too. Nobody ever showed up. And we ended up just junking the car. It's behind my parents' woodshed, and it still lays there. Because after a dozen attempts to sell it on flaky people who didn't show up. I just gave up. There wasn't really, I mean, it needed work. It was a crappy used car, but I mean, it would have been worth it for someone to have a decent car, and now it's dead and rotten because nobody ever showed up.
Yeah, so this is kind of the last straw.
I'm like
on this
really
car.
upset about
I am
this.
too.
Why would you make an appointment to go look at a car and then not go to look at the car?
I would go look at it just so you would feel better. I don't need the parts, but
and I don't understand the epidemic of super just.
it's that kind of related to the ghosting phenomenon where people just don't follow through. Right?
But what is that about? I don't know
people,
anybody who would really do that.
I also feel, I think people are just overwhelmed. And that feeds into this where they have good
don't make
intentions.
the appointment.
I think people are just overwhelmed. It's, it's a hard time.
And every time this happens, I say, okay, all right, I feel good about this one. This one's from the area, so it's not. They've all been strangers, total strangers. But I sometimes, just because you hear scary things about Craigslist stuff, I go and whenever anybody messages me about this, I go and I look at their profile on Facebook, and I see sometimes that we have mutual people that we know, or I see that they've got their kids or whatever. Wow. So I try to do a little bit of research, making sure that people I'm not bringing to my home aren't crazy people.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem is that it's so easy to make a connection on Facebook quickly and say, oh yeah, I'm interested. But to actually get in your car and go look at it is a whole nother level.
Yeah, but they're not even just saying I'm interested. This is many steps later where we've set up a time, we've set up, they have the directions, they've plugged it into their GPS. All this stuff has happened. And I wait, and I wait, and I wait, and they don't come.
It's the two different worlds. You see, they've gone through the portal. They've gone through the Facebook portal into what is the place where people go when they fall into the endless pit of Facebook?
La La Land. I don't know, Kristina.
There's a place where they go. Mm-hmm. So be careful this holiday season. Don't drop down into the Facebook portal and lose your real life. You don't want to live a virtual life. You want to live a real one. So, just get out and say, even if you just go to the store and are nice to somebody, that's real. We like that.
We had a couple of wedding clients too who made appointments to take a tour and didn't show up as well. And that's a little more unusual. I mean, people are serious about weddings. Because you have a woman usually involved in that process, usually.
You mean somebody who's
there's a little bit more...
somebody who nags?
No, I don't mean that. I just mean somebody who feels that they are accountable for...
A nag.
No! I just mean a woman. That's all I mean.
I hear ya.
I mean a female person who's responsible for doing what they said they're going to do, because that's what
a female
I tend to try to do as a female.
Responsible for nagging.
No, that's not what I mean. I just mean, I think generally, as a female, I feel if I was standing next to just your general regular guy here,
okay,
I feel like I worry about other people's time more than this guy next to me worries about people's time.
Okay, you do.
So if I made an appointment, come hell or high water, I'm getting to that appointment.
Thank God there's people like you. Thank God for the Christmas spirit. Please follow our podcast and listen to it on Apple, iTunes, and we have to get the heck out of here.
We do, and this is our last show before Christmas.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't really give this
we did.
Proper Christmas emphasis.
All we needed to do is talk about that portal, because if you have that, you have everything you need to make Christmas good cheer, jolly, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, you're going to just be even faster down the portal into...
What? You're making no sense.
I know.
No sense.
But it feels good, and that's what we're going for. We're heading towards feeling good and just being stupid
I wanted to say we'll see you all next year, but I realize our next show is still in 2017,
That's
so
right. Okay.
We won't see you next year. We'll see you next Friday.
Yeah.
But we hope you have a fantastic holiday season if you holiday.
Yeah, and just keep it going as long as you can. Keep your tree until Valentine's Day. And
oh my God, yes.
Spread it out.
Yep. Water it, though, because it can go spontaneously combust and burn your house down.
Yeah. Stay safe and just eat a lot.
Oh, don't drink and drive.
No, but drink.
Right. and
Okay.
drive. Just do it separately.
Okay, we got to get off the air.
Okay, bye. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye. Have a great time.